Good morning, guys. So today is adding and subtracting mixed measures and multiplying by powers of 10. So lesson 113, we're winding down. We have about 2 more weeks of math is all. So you got this, okay? I know, it's been a long haul this fourth quarter. So adding and subtracting mixed measures. Now we started a little of that. It's where you have something like feet and inches together, like 6 foot 5 inches minus 4 foot 10 inches, and you have to kind of figure that out. It's just one step further. Okay, so let's do the examples. It says example 1. It says the hike from the trailhead to the waterfall took 1 hour and 50 minutes. The return trip took 1 hour 40 minutes. Altogether, how many hours and minutes long was the hike? Now, I know you can do this in your head, but how we write it on our paper looks a little like this. We have to have labels. So you have 1 hour 50 minutes plus 1 hour 40 minutes, and now we have 2 hours and 90 minutes. Now there's something wrong with this, right? Can we leave this in 2 hours and 90 minutes? We can't. We have to simplify these things, so that's where this becomes a little tricky. Okay, so we simplify the minutes because we know 60 minutes equals another hour. So we're going to take 60 away from here, which is going to leave us with 30 minutes, and we're going to add that 60 minutes back in the hour. So we're going to have to add it here. So we have 3 hours and 30 minutes, and this is our final answer. Okay, so you have to simplify it. Let's see here. The next example that it gives us says to measure this vertical leap, Tyrone first reaches as high as he can against a wall. He reaches 6 foot 9 inches. Then he put chalk on his fingertips, and jumping as high as he can, he slaps the wall. The top of the chalk mark is 8 feet 7 inches. How high off the ground did Tyrone leap? So this is a subtraction problem, right? So we have 8 feet, 7 inches, okay? And he did it standing in 6 foot 9. Okay, this is a subtraction problem. So just like any subtraction problem, we can't take 9 from 7. So what we have to do is borrow a foot and put it back into inches. Okay, so this becomes 7 feet. And how many feet are in an inch? How many inches are in a foot? 12, right? 12 inches in a foot. So we have to add this 12 in here. So this is going to become 19 inches. So 19 inches minus 9 is 10 inches. And then we just do 7 minus 6, which is 1 foot. So he could jump, right? So what are we measuring? How high off the ground did he leap, right? He leapt 1 foot 10 inches. Okay? So you might have to convert. Remember, we've done this before, so this shouldn't be foreign to you. So you have to know how many inches are in a foot, and like how many minutes are in an hour. There's a lot of conversions, and you're going to have to know them. If you don't know them, you're going to have to figure them out. Okay? And then the next part says multiplying by powers of 10. Now, this is easy. Okay, so standard notation, when you see the word standard notation, it means to write it how you would normally write a number, with the commas and wherever the number goes. Okay, so this one says write 6.2 times 10 to the second power in standard notation. Here's the trick. It's really not hard. It's all about how many times you move the decimal. It's however many times you move the decimal goes by the exponent. In this case, we're going to move it twice. So if we move it twice, we're going to go 1, and we're multiplying, so we're getting bigger. We're going to go 1, 2. Means I'm going to fill this in. So my answer here is going to be 620. Okay? So wherever the decimal is, you look at the exponent. This is only in powers of 10. Okay? So you look at the decimal, look at the exponent. That's how many times you move it. The next example says write 500 million in standard notation. So half, they wrote it like this. 500 million in standard notation. Okay? Well, 500 million means you're finding half of 1 billion. So A half of something is 0.5. Okay? And then you can think about this like multiplying it by 1 billion. So there's 1,000, there's 1,000,000, there's 1 billion. Okay? Now, here's how I figure this part out. Okay? I can count the zeros. And that's how many times I move my decimal. 3, 6, 9. That's how many times I'm going to move my decimal. So I have it here. I'm going to put it down here, 0.5. And I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to fill each of those in with a 0. Then I'm going to come back with commas. And I get 500 million. Okay? Instead of doing the little loopy things, you could also just draw, right? If you want to, so you don't get confused. Okay? I'm going to help you through the practice set because we don't have very many examples in this one. So A says, it says find the sum or the difference. So this one says 6 feet 5 inches plus 4 feet 8 inches. Okay? Now we just add. Adding is easy. You don't convert till the end.